I went to the doctor the other day. Y'all know all about my vertigo and some of my head issues and things that's been going on. Y'all know I had an MRI. So they told me that they can definitely see where I've hit my head several times throughout my life. They definitely see where I hit my head on Elizabeth's car a few months ago. My brain size, because as you get older, your brain shrinks.
Oh.
Which is normal.
Yeah.
So my brain at 47 has reduced drastically, and it's about the size for an 80, 81-year-old. Which is, of course, a lot faster than what it should be.
Damn. Yeah.
Things are going really great right now in the Johnston household, and Leighton is doing really good, and she gets to come home from the hospital today. And if that's not enough going on, Amber and I are celebrating our 25th wedding anniversary, but for right now, it's all about the new baby.
She did so good.
We are officially Lolly and Papa now. We are super happy. I know Elizabeth and Bryce are even more happy.
We're gonna go through the front door.
Anna Walker.
Yep.
I'm feeling pretty okay. It's just really the tenderness of the incision, but that is definitely taken over by the joy that we have of having Leighton in our arms.
And we're home.
Yep.
Leighton is absolutely perfect. Like, she is like a baby doll.
She is like a little baby doll. Yeah. And we don't say she's absolutely perfect just because she's our grandbaby. But when you look at her and you just check her out and look at her facial features and you look at her little hands and feet and her arms and legs.
And even like her
and her ears,
everything's just perfect.
She's just precious, so she's perfect.
It's 69 in here.
Yes, it doesn't feel that cool.
Maybe it's just me.
Just you.
The medicine.
No, you need meds. That's what you need.
Here, they're on the counter over there.
Yeah, let me get your meds.
We're pretty tired from the last couple of days of us being in the hospital. You don't really get any good sleep. Our time was definitely just devoted to Leighton.
Holding Leighton for the first time, it was definitely a great feeling. Like, I really wanted to cry. I mean, it was just life-changing.
There we go.
Bryce was the only one that spent the night with me at the hospital, but my parents and younger siblings did stay in a hotel close by, so that way they can come and visit on the days that we were in the hospital.
She's stretchy.
Seeing Bryce as a dad, I mean, he was great with her in the hospital because he was so worried. He's like, I'm not gonna know what to do. I'm like, it's like an instinct that kicks in. I'm like, I don't know how else to explain it to you because this is my first time too. I mean, he's been doing great.
When she likes to be like this. I know.
Just seeing her with that baby, I'm just like, gosh, she is the greatest mom in the world.
Makes you want to have another one.
Not right now.
Bless you.
Bless you.
There she is. Little people, dwarfs, sometimes struggle holding dwarf babies because their heads are so large and honestly, it takes up a lot of space right here. But little people holding an average-sized baby, like our grandbaby right now, is very simple and very easy, and it works.
When I first saw Leighton, I thought she was like the cutest baby I've ever seen. I was definitely nervous when I first started holding Leighton, but I mean, the longer I held her, like, the more comfortable I got, and yeah, she is just the sweetest baby ever.
I've been helping Liz with like making the bottle and warming it up and giving it to Elizabeth so she can feed Leighton. I'm so happy that I'm an aunt. Liz and Bryce did a great job. Even though we are finally home and we have our happy and healthy baby girl, we still have a long road ahead of us. With her not having a set sleep schedule yet, it's gonna be a little rough, but we will push through and power through it all.
I went to the doctor the other day. Y'all know all about my vertigo and some of my head issues and things that's been going on. Y'all know I had an MRI. So they told me that they can definitely see where I've hit my head several times throughout my life. They definitely see where I hit my head on Elizabeth's car a few months ago. My brain size, because as you get older, your brain shrinks.
Oh.
Which is normal.
Yeah.
So my brain at 47 has reduced drastically, and it's about the size for an 80, 81-year-old, which is, of course, a lot faster than what it should be.
Damn. Yeah.
When Mom and Dad told us kids about the MRI results for Dad, my first emotion was worry.
I was definitely shocked when Mom and Dad were talking about this. I would have never expected that Dad's brain would have been at like around Poppy's brain age. Like I would not expect that.
It's concerning because at the time when he had the MRI done, he was 47. At 47 years old, your brain will have some trauma spots, but it should not have as many as Trent's has, and it obviously should not have shrunk to the size of like an 81-year-old. In an everyday person like us, if we all had a brain scan, it would show little spots here and there
Like
of where
y'all
we've hit our
fall and hit
head.
your head.
Here and there is fine. It's when it's, like in Dad's case, it's so many.
As a kid, I was full blast. From little bitty tricycles riding down the cul-de-sac in my mom and dad's house, flipping and hitting my head and having great big goose eggs in all my family pictures when I was a kid, to falling out of tree houses.
And the thing is, you know, a lot of people may say, like, well, a lot of kids grow up and they fall and whatever. Average sized kids, 90% of the time, are gonna break their fall with their arms because it's an immediate reaction. It's an immediate reaction for little people to do it too. The problem is our arms are too short and our head is much larger and it's much heavier. And so it still hits.
We can stop, but then you still have that delay. Boom.
But a lot of times the head will hit first and then the arms have made it.
The other description was possibility,
but less likely of MS, multiple sclerosis. And that's where, like, people eventually can't walk and do things. It's not lethal, but it's
just a progressive.
It's a progressive disease that
slows you down.
slows you down. The thing with what Dad has, as far as all of the trauma that's been done to the brain and the size of the brain, it causes memory loss. And so we all are kind of like, because we've...
Checks out.
Yeah. Trent's memory has, in the last 2 years, definitely shown signs of short-term memory loss.
With Dad, you know, something happens, you know, and then he's forgetting, you know, 10 minutes later and us having to repeat ourselves.
He's aware that he's forgetting, and then he gets frustrated, and he's like, all right, yeah, let's just move on.
There is no medicine for the brain trauma, and there is no slowing it down or no reversing it. So the next steps are that we are going to see a neurologist.
So have they already, like, sent an order and y'all are just waiting for a call?
Yeah, no, Dad, we have an appointment.
We have an appointment for a neurologist, and we also have an appointment for an ophthalmologist. I said that right?
Yep.
Not an optometrist.
Not an optometrist like what we all see to
For
get
our
eyeglasses.
glasses.
An
An
ophthalmologist,
ophthalmologist.
an actual doctor that studies the eye.
The first appointment that I need to make is with a neurologist, and that appointment is still a few months out. So in between my neurologist appointment, I'm going to make an ophthalmologist appointment to have a full-on eye exam, just to rule out anything that could be affecting my vision, that could be causing vertigo.
So we have an appointment for the ophthalmologist, and we have an appointment with the neurologist, and we're going to take whatever the ophthalmologist finds out to the neurologist.
I'm kind of bummed out because this is going to, you know, force him to have to slow down, and it makes him frustrated, and I completely understand.
Guess from now on, until the appointment, or just
bubble wrap.
Until you're
Bubble wrap.
until you're up
Just
in
wear your
heaven,
go-kart
just
helmet.
be
You
careful.
need to get the helmets that they specially make for infants.
I'm not wearing
Because
that.
those are very
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
to shape
Yes,
their
they're
head. No, you need to.
Yes.
No, I'm not wearing a helmet.
I mean, if you wear the helmet, if you hit your head, it won't knock your whole rest of your day off. You'll be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I'll just slow down and
No,
be careful.
this MRI clearly states Dad needs to wear a helmet.
Hi, Jesse.
We just got home from Poppy's funeral, and now everyone's gathering at the house to decompress.
I have to get off my feet.
Huh?
I have to get off my feet.
Yes.
Stand in one spot and shake hands with lots of people and speak to people. And
So we were there since 11? No,
we got there at 11:30.
11:30.
It was like a family reunion, but it was a family reunion with like neighbors and coworkers and church members, and you know, it was just a whole melting pot of individuals that came, you know, to honor Poppy. I definitely think this would have been something that Poppy would have loved.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that we haven't seen in forever, and they still look the same back when we went to Nana's church.
People who we haven't seen and people who Poppy hasn't seen in years. That's just a testament of what kind of man he was, because they came back to.
It's amazing how time passes and you haven't seen people in a long time, but whether it's 25 years later, they come back to pay their respects. And at some point, and I'm not just saying it because he's my dad, Dad did something for those people.
No, the icing on the cake was the beginning before your eulogy. If that wasn't no better, you saying that Poppy's at
I
peace.
knew how I loved how she waved first,
Speak
as
up,
as if you didn't see her.
No, I was like, please, everybody ignore her. I was like, please.
Speak out.
That's all I was thinking.
In the middle of the beginning of my eulogy, she waving to me. I'm like, Mom, I'm your son. I'm up here. I can't hear you. You got to
Trent,
speak
up.
Trent, speak up.
That's what she said.
And I just thought to myself, you just ruined it. So, and I said, and Poppy's at peace.
Nana's hearing is drastically reduced and has gotten worse over time. And she yells with her hand-clapped megaphone, Trent, I can't hear you. You're gonna have to speak louder. And everybody just laughed and smiled. Yeah, that was a great
Thank you, Nana, for the icebreaker.
Thank you, Nana, for the icebreaker. It was great, but it was so on point and truthful.
I think it went very well.
It's just like he would have wanted it. It was
Yes.
nothing great, big, and fancy. It was simple, like him.
Like, besides, like, spending the night, literally all I can think about is when I'd sit back in the room
Yeah.
and eat the peanuts with him. Or he had some kind of snack back there, and we'd sit
I
back
think just
there
having
and
the
chill with him.
routine every time we spend the night of.
Because remember, he had that chair, that recliner?
Yes.
And it had the massage, and it would
Oh,
recline
I
back.
remember that.
You just talked to me like an adult. Like, I don't know. Like 3 or 4.
He was always very generous, and he would always tip anybody that helped him.
One of my favorite memories with Poppy was, it was me, Alex, and Ella. We would always spend the night at Nana and Poppy's house. And then we didn't have clothes, so we would wear Poppy's white big t-shirts, and we would just hang around with Poppy in the bedroom and watch TV.
My favorite memory with Poppy is probably when me, Dad, and Poppy went down to Poppy's brother's farm, seeing like all like the tractors and just the farm life. I think that's probably my favorite memory because it kind of foreshadowed like my current life now with Allie and her family and with the farm.
Well, of course we didn't want this day to happen, but it was a good day. Dad, you did good.
I think everybody did good. Everybody did good.
I'm gonna head home. Got 2 kids that I gotta go check on. One's in the crate, one's on loose.
I've got a kid that's asleep, and you wake her up. You stay in before you go to your kids.
Sweetheart, Leighton knows my voice. She never wakes
Yeah,
up to
exactly.
me.
She wakes up and cries.
Yeah.
Little Bill.
Bill thought the baby was
yeah.
cute as him.
Love you guys.
Love you.
Bye. Be careful.
He did.
Oh,
When during the weeks, you know, when Bryce gets off work and stuff, a lot of times he's kind of later getting down here.
I think it's just because since we are in a fortunate situation of having both sets of parents only be 3 houses apart, and his parents knows that he's down here, they're able to call and tell him to do things and to help things.
I understand that to a certain point.
Yes, I know, and he has to stand up and stuff, and that's the part that we're working on.
Amber and Trent are having some issues with me not getting there quick enough to help out with Leighton. you know, since they've been watching her all day. They want a break, and which I get it. Just, you know, like pretty much what I've been doing is I've been getting off work, going to my parents' house, and, you know, because I've always helped them out with things. Like I know I've got a daughter to take care of now, which is, you know, the biggest thing. But, you know, I've just been used to, you know, helping my family out with things around the house.
There were many times that he became very defensive. He became very upset. He'd storm upstairs. He'd do all these things.
Because he felt like he wasn't giving a chance to just try. And I mean, I get that because sometimes I felt the same way too. And I know it's because of the instinct that you and Dad have, that his parents have, but sometimes it just gets to the point where we feel like we don't have a chance to try. But I'm just saying now at this point, it'll be different when we get out of the neighborhood. Just like when him and I first moved out, it'll be different when we get out, like, of here, the vicinity of just being close to everybody. And I know that's hard for you to understand, but
No, it's not hard for me to understand. It's just at this point, if he's off work, I guess his parents should understand that he has a baby down here.
And I mean, that's going to be
and
him
his
to be the one to voice
baby's
and say
mother
that.
is still working.
Well, I don't know what else it is. It's either him with his parents or not. But I don't know. I don't know.
A lot of times, you know, conversing with Elizabeth when it's, well, especially when it's in regards to Bryce, you know, there's defense and there's, I don't want to call it excuses, but Elizabeth always has had the personality that, you know, she can fix it, she can change it, she can do it. And in a lot of cases, that can happen, you can, but when you're dealing with human beings, you can't.
I don't know what else to tell you besides the same thing.
It's not telling me, it's just, I think
know.
we're probably eventually the four of us are going to have to sit down. And then I think the next point, it's not a matter of rolling your eyes, Elizabeth.
I'm not.
We bust our ass.
I know, and I'm not saying that. And this is where you think I'm not.
No, it's now going to get to a point where if you're not working.
I get that, but I mean, I guess it's to the point of almost like, yes, I know we say no to renting, but it's kind of just to the point where I've sat here and thank for him to understand and for us to get a hold of, like,
Elizabeth,
us
you can't. What this becomes, though, is just like, we just have to go find a place. And, I mean,
no,
you're not able to.
They want to be independent, and they want to raise their family and be together. Mom and Dad want that just as well. If they move out and rent their own place, it's going to take them so much longer to do this.
To be able to buy a house.
If they want to live in our area and in our community, there's not a lot of affordable housing right now, so they need to save a lot of money.
What the problem is that you get really, really defensive. This is just concern that I have.
I know, and I told you, I said we are going to figure it out.
We just shut it down.
I don't shut it down. I just keep telling you we are going to figure it out. I wonder what it would be like if Bryce and I were out. We're out of here just for him and I to figure out, for him and I to work on us and
okay. Well, let me
work
ask
on things with the families.
We tried that, and it worked for 3 months.
Yes, but it's going to be different now, Mom. 2 years ago when we were just renting a house, reality kicked in and we hit, you know, a couple rough patches. And ultimately we did split up, but then our little Leighton came into the picture and we're just happier. And I think we will be a little more happier once we are under our own roof.
And I mean, it's not for you to get like
upset. I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. It's just the fact that I've accepted that this is how it is, but my mindset is just focused on Bryce, I, and Leighton.
It's not a conversation of we have to defend and shut down and get all that. It's just a conversation of
defending. I'm not shutting down. It's just
the whole idea of if we just moved out, everything will just magically just be perfect. Mm-mm. No. And I am also a mom that I love hard, and I'm going to teach you hard, and I'm going to tell you like it is. And because if you can't take it from Mom and you can't hear it from Mom, you're not going to make it in the real world. The party tonight is for the immediate family, and we kind of all decided to wear black because that's the colors of our graduation gowns.
There's a few
Nothing
month
so
period
sad,
where it was
but
just us
it's
four.
just
but
never
everybody
for
moved back.
the four
Oh,
of
that's what
us.
y'all want? You want me to tell everybody else not to
Yeah.
tell Jonah don't come home from work, go somewhere else?
Yeah. It's peace
Well,
and quiet.
we're hoping Anna shows.
Heading into this grad party, we have always had ups and downs with Anna.
And Anna's always had ups and downs with us.
Yes, and Anna has always had ups and downs with us, but we've probably been, there has been tension for the past couple months. There's no definite or specific event or thing that occurred that created this. It's just these times with Anna.
So, Emma, what was your hardest part of high school?
I know my answer for that.
Well, I think getting
Share all
into
of it.
high school was tough because it was a different campus, and then you had like all the grades and trying to figure out where all like the classes were.
Alex, what was your hardest part?
Chemistry.
Yeah, that was awful.
Everything else besides chemistry was fine.
What is your best part?
Broadcast, my social life, probably. I mean, I've made a lot of friends through broadcast.
Broadcast, yeah.
What made your senior year like the bomb diggity?
Well, Leighton, obviously.
That's right.
Yeah.
Watching our two youngest, Alex and Emma, even though they are 18 and almost 19 years old, we still call them
Our little kids.
the little kids.
They both are graduating. They're our last two to graduate high school. It's an accomplishment. It's a huge celebration.
I'm at a grad party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When she comes in, let's just all start clapping.
Hi.
Better late than never.
Better late than never. Stay salty, Key West.
I mean, I don't think either of us know why Anna didn't wear black, other than the fact Anna pretty much has been showing up to the house for different events in whatever the hell Anna wants to wear. So the shirt that she showed up in today, Stay Salty, I guess that's her mood.
Fix you a plate.
Yeah,
We've been snacking.
Yeah,
we've been eating.
Can you tell me a little bit about what's been going on, how you've been feeling?
Everything has hit between graduating and then, looking for a new job, but then family issues, I feel like. And family issues consist of just, small bits of pieces that just build up.
So are you still not going to do? You're still not going to do the ceremony?
I mean, it's too late.
Well, I was just asking to make sure.
Like, is there something that it all stems from, or is it truly just like a bunch of random little things?
Yeah, it's just a bunch of random little things that just keep piling up. And I'm like, I'm supposed to be okay with and ignore and just like act like didn't happen and blah, blah, blah. And or like stuff said behind my back and just, or we're going to other certain people to ask about stuff. Like that gets to me too. Like, if you want to know about my life, then talk to me.